air travel has again become the political football in a shutdown fight, and they want Congress to fund the DHS because that's been shut down since Valentine's Day. And they warn that TSA officers just received their $0 paycheck, and it's simply unacceptable to expect them to work without getting paid.
Here's a question. I had a thought about this. Couldn't the government send like I don't know, National Guard type work, people
like
to
substitute,
just work because if they're supposed to be in charge of security and they send them in the cities to secure something or whatever, when just under what's going on right now, couldn't each state send their National Guard to assist with the TSA workers who are showing up and help them out?
That's a really
right?
good suggestion. Now, I think this word, I think we're over it and we don't care, but like optics, like we see like guys in fatigues and camos.
It's security.
Yeah.
It's the security line, and you're trying to stop people from bringing stuff.
Yeah, it should make you feel better.
Yeah. Like I would expect some type of officer, right?
Yeah.
It's a security officer.
That's a great question.
You know,
I'm saying
they're
like
going to be like government control.
Well, it is government
Well,
control.
it is government control. It's the TSA.
But they're saying that they're going to ramp up government control that way.
Because it's extra crazy with the World Cup coming, spring break. Like you said, we need the help now.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
It was just, all right, well, the people because there are still some TSA workers who are showing up, and thank God they are.
Yeah.
But to supplement to make up for the ones who aren't there. I mean,
it's a good question.
Like,
why not?
Like, okay, so the ones, the officers who are still showing up, put them in control of the more complicated stuff, like the one who's like looking at the screens, as your stuff goes through the baggage conveyor belt thing.
And not
because
just the one
they'll know
waving you through.
Right.
Have the National Guard guy just be the one who waves you through, and they just know to stop you. The thing goes,
Yeah.
right? And they can pat somebody down. I'm sure they're trained for that. Wave people through the little things. Or the ones that you put your arms up like in a diamond shape. And
right.
Yeah.
They just stand there.
Right.
Yeah.
They look at your wiener.
Or they
and they look at your wiener.
Or they wipe your hands down, which is the one I always get pulled out of line for. I don't know why.
Just to make sure that you don't have explosives on your hands.
Constantly being asked to wipe my hands.
Menace got blown up one time going through because we had gone to Vegas, and on the way back, his bag goes through the thing, and they swab it, and you would have thought he hit the progressive jackpot on the machine. It just goes crazy, right? And so they shut down the line. Everybody comes over. And what it was is we had gone to a place in Vegas called the Gun Store to go shoot guns.
Yes.
And he was videotaping a bunch of stuff. So he brought that backpack with him with
Wow.
all the camera stuff. So
You're
in a place where it's just raining gunpowder.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what was on the bag. And that's what set off the security alarm thing.
Did you get to take that bag with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he explained and told him what
Oh,
what
wow,
happened.
that's
Check out these videos. They're pretty cool.
And obviously there was
Shooting
nothing
guns.
Follow me on
Right.
in the bag.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday was Selection Sunday, and your number one seeds are, in this order, Duke in the East, Arizona in the West, Michigan in the Midwest, and Florida in the South. And making up the number two seeds are UConn in the East, Purdue in the West, Iowa State in the Midwest, and Houston in the South. And as far as those schools with a little axe to grind now, the snubs from the tournament include Oklahoma, San Diego State, New Mexico, and Belmont. And March Madness will officially kick off tomorrow with two games. The first will be matchups between 11 seeds NC State and Texas, with the winner playing the second game. With stop. I'm sorry. I deleted for whatever reason who was playing in the second game. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. It starts tomorrow.
Yeah, between
so
16
seeding's out.
seeds.
If you're interested, you can go.
Go find more information. I don't care.
If you
And
had
finally,
it, great. But since you don't, whatever.
Literally, I can't remember who they're playing. I apologize. The World Baseball Classic semifinal, that was crazy, but thankfully the U.S. was able to hang on. The boys went down 1-0 early, but Orioles star Gunnar Henderson and Red Sox rookie Roman Anthony, they both hit homers in the fourth inning to give the U.S. a 2-1 lead. And Pirates ace Paul Skeens, along with the rest of the bullpen, he was on absolute fire with a couple of questionable strike calls, but that did help the U.S. win.
I like how they have the, I guess the robo-ump thing is a thing this year for Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how bad some of these umps are.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like they go ball and they go wait. And it was like right down the middle.
Oh, no.
That's the thing. Do we keep the old-timey charm of letting people mess up?
No, I'd rather it be right.
Yeah.
You know, like people bitch about instant replay and football and different. No, let's make sure it's right.
You know, it's speaking of that, I
Pretty
saw
cut and dry.
this catcher, I don't know who he was, this professional catcher on Instagram, and he said, this is how you get the umpire on your side. You go and you introduce yourself and you say, I'm so-and-so, I'll be protecting you today, and you just make sure that they never get hit, and then apparently things will be called in your favor.
Okay.
And that's what's going on, Woody.
Somebody on the text, why aren't the airlines paying to have the necessary employees for their industry to work? No, they're not funded by the airlines. The TSA is not funded by the airlines. The TSA is funded by the Department of Homeland Security, by the government. And with the government shutdown, meaning like they're not paying, the Department of Homeland Security is not being funded in the meantime. That affects the TSA. It's not the airlines are really the ones who are in the middle right now. Like they're getting screwed. Their schedules are getting screwed because if you have people that are waiting in 4-hour lines, like they're not going to
showing up to.
Yeah, they're not going to just let the plane leave when half of the passengers aren't there because they're stuck in the security line,
and they know where they are.
Because that's too many people to then figure out rerouting, and it creates an even bigger customer service nightmare for them than just being late leaving this airport. But then it screws up the next one.
Everybody
the
coming
next
up.
one. Yeah,
I'm very interested in your National Guard idea.
Yeah, I think if we do that for other things, like, okay, well, in the meantime, this is who shows up.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what they're for.
Yeah, like, because if this is a system we've deemed necessary, the air travel system, right? That's why they don't let airlines, they're too big to fail, they're too big, whatever. Like, if we go out our way for that, you got to keep the system moving. Security clear is not something you just turn a blind eye to at the airport. Like, you got to have the security. So if it's a necessary thing, well, let's figure that out. Like, and if it can't be the TSA people because the Department of Homeland Security is not being funded,
every problem has a solution.
Right.
Send, and I don't know if send the Coast Guard. I don't know. Whatever. There's got to be like there's got to be something within the government that could work some of those jobs to not take over, just to supplement the workers who are not showing up.
That's a wonderful idea.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Send off an email.
Yeah, fire it off.
We got more Woody Show next. Hang on.
The Woody